Sharon God. We're so happy to come back to you once more. We've been on our journey on how we're building our property in Ghana. So the story goes like this. We bought a property, there's a land, and we began to build on it. Now, we've finished with the foundation of this building. We've done the ground floor. We also put a ceiling on the ground floor. Okay? And then we've done the electrical pipes. And what else did we do? The plumbing pipes as well. Yes, and it's looking quite good. You can see that everything is evolving. Our dreams are actually coming to reality. Now, we started our first floor to the roof, which is our superstructure part 2. It is really an exciting journey, and for me, it's a lot of learning for me to do along the way. And I'm glad that Kingsley knows quite a lot of things. He's into building and construction, and he's here to put us through the whole process.
Yes, indeed, indeed. Hi guys, happy to see you again on our channel. So as Crystal said, we are now, the concrete is now fully firm and dry. We've waited for the 7 to 10 days since it was cast, and the workers are now up on the first floor, and the process begins once again. Now kindly please go back to our previous videos to understand the terminology that I'm going to use and what we've done in the past, because the first floor to the roof is quite similar to the ground floor to the first floor. So the first thing you do, or the first thing the builder is going to do when he gets to the first floor, is he's going to mark out all the rooms. He's going to mark out the bedrooms. He's going to mark out the balconies if you have them. Mark up the walk-in closets. Mark it all out to your drawings, including any changes that you want. That is that is the critical stage.
Yeah.
He's going to do all that work before the masons and the laborers actually begin to put the blocks upon blocks. Now, if you remember, we changed the master bedroom plan.
Yes, you said you wanted more room space, and I wanted more space for my walk-in wardrobe.
Walk-in closet.
Walk-in closet. What do I call it? Wardrobe. Walk-in closet. Yes. So what did you do then?
So yeah, so obviously we had the walk-in closet was quite massive, but the room was medium size, and really wanted the room to be a large size and have let's say a medium size walk-in closet. So I just I rearranged it. I changed the location of the door leading to the front balcony, and then just basically gave us more space. And that was just we caught that just in time. Just before they began doing the marking up, we were able to have a conference call with the builder, and for that change to be effected. So remember, guys, you can always make changes to your design.
You can do.
Yes, even when even after you've submitted it to the municipal assembly, you've got your design and you want to make the house bigger, let's say, wider or deeper. You can do that as well. You can do that as well. So really take time to look at your design and make sure it's something that you really like and you really want. There is always something that you're going to forget or wish you would have done it in a different way or what have you.
Yeah.
But such is life sometimes, and yeah.
Is there anything you're regretting the way you're sounding?
No, I think in hindsight, I think I should have made the house wider.
Okay.
Yeah, I could have made it wider and made the rooms even bigger, especially the top 2 rooms. But it's fine. It's fine.
It's big enough.
Big enough, absolutely big enough. Yes.
It's okay.
So guys, so the setting out is done. Then it's a simple case of the masons and the laborers putting block upon block. But now, before that happened, the laborers will put on their heads and deliver the blocks from the ground floor to the first floor. They'll get all the blocks up there so that as soon as the mason starts, it can be efficient and just be building as we go along. Yeah, I'll there's some pictures coming up on your screen right now, and you can see the masons working, and the you can see the rooms forming on the first floor with the laborers also working at the same time. So it's all happening. Then the guys obviously then built from the first floor low level slab right up to the roof of the first floor, or up to lintel level, and we learnt about lintels in our previous video. Okay, so lintel level around the doors, around the windows, and then the carpenter turned up and put all the wooden if you like, planks around the lintel and all around the edge of the house. And also the steel bender tended side to continue the iron rods to continue all the way from the foundation, remember, starter pillars, iron rods all the way up, and he continued at every stage. So now he's continuing from the first floor to the roof to continue those iron rods. The carpenter puts the formwork around it, the plywood around it, okay, and then the mason and the labourers fill it with concrete. So you got your columns all the way coming up, and you've got the concrete being cast in the lintel as well. So the same type of procedure that we had on the ground floor.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, what's unique about our house that I really liked, one of the reasons why I like the design, is it has a large atrium in the middle.
Yeah.
Because we want loads and loads and loads of natural light in our house.
Natural light, yeah.
And if you go back to I think one of our first videos, I think it's designing our dream home. That was one of the criteria. We wanted lots and lots of natural light. So there's a big atrium in the middle with 4 columns, and those 4 columns also had to have their own unique casting as well. That's a unique casting as well, and that it got a bit tricky with those columns because the design we had, the top and bottom design that we had, was not actually available in Ghana. No. Or, let me put it this way, it's not available in Ghana as a standard solution, but if you wanted it, they could do it, but it will cost twice as much and take twice as long.
Yeah.
And we didn't really, we didn't want to afford that amount of time.
Yeah.
We wanted to get it done. As long as we had a design that looked nice and was consistent, we were happy with it.
It was what we chose at last was still
good.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
The most important thing, you just got the pillars and it is fit for purpose, and that's okay.
And it's consistent as well.
Yeah.
So, just so you know, guys, if you have some similar designs in your building, sometimes not everything is available, and you may need to settle for what is standard and what's available.
Yeah.
And there'll still be a number of options to choose from that are still very nice. So that's what we did. So after the atrium columns are cast, the lintel and the continuation pillars, if you like, were all cast in concrete. The builder then decided to turn his attention to the balcony at the back. Okay, we have a lovely balcony. I love balconies. You need to stand on them and just relax, you know. So we have a balcony at the back, and the builder turned his attention to that, and he had to build the concrete out. And our balcony is such that the iron rods in the balcony slab have to interlock with the back pillars, so that the balcony is supported by the main house as well as the pillars. You can see, guys, on the picture coming up on your screen exactly what I mean. So that had to be a separate piece of work. You can also see the bamboos supporting the balcony underneath in the same fashion, because the balcony had to have its own separate decking in the same fashion as you did on the ground floor. And as you do on the first floor. So it's the same principle. So hopefully, guys, if you've been watching all our videos, you have a much better understanding of the building process now. Yes, very, very, very important. Another important thing about the back balcony is to remember to make sure that your electrical pipes have been installed, because you're always going to have light under the balcony outside. Make sure all the electrical pipes have been installed before the balcony concrete is cast. There's no plumbing pipes there, but definitely electrical pipes. So that is key. That is very, very, very key in that design that we did. Right, so we've done the back balcony. We've done the internal columns with our atrium, which I'm sure you'd have seen in the pictures. The lintel, the columns. Now it was time for the main roof structure, the main roof decking. Okay. Now same procedure as previous videos. The carpenter needed to do his formwork. So you can see in the pictures, I'm showing you the pictures now, coming across your scene, you can see all the bamboos. Like my wife asked in the previous video, we were able to salvage about 30% of the bamboos from the ground floor. The other 70% were weakened. So we took 30% up to the first floor, and then bought new bamboos to supplement that. To support the wawa boards of the carpenter's formwork.
Wawa, is it a Ghanaian word?
I don't know. Interesting.
Okay.
I think maybe, I'm not sure. It's interesting. I thought it was a type of wood, but
Okay.
I have to research on that. Good point. Call them 2x4 wire boards, and they're supported by the bamboo sticks. Okay, and then that supports the carpenter's formwork. Then the steel bender came in.
Yeah.
For about 5 days. Again, very efficient steel bender. He lives quite far away, so he comes with about 4 or 5 guys. They sleep on site, and they just get it done. Bang, bang, bang. Steel bender that did his work. Again, the electrical guy did his work. Piping for the light fittings on the roof. Okay, the light fittings on the first floor. The sockets on the roof. And also any camera. If you're going to install cameras on your building, which you probably will do, guys, then try to have the design ready so that when the electrical guy is doing the work, he can put pipe in for the camera positions as well, which we had to do as well. The plumbing.
Do we do anything about solar? No, we talked about solar stuff.
Yep. We solar wise.
Not that we didn't do a certain one.
Yeah.
But we decided to do a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we're going for is a solar tank, a solar hot water tank. And what that is we use this energy from the sun to heat the hot water.
Yeah.
It's going to sit on the roof and deliver hot water down into the house.
Yeah.
Which is obviously much more sustainable and uses the free energy that the Yehovah has given us from the sun.
Yeah.
Initially, you're right, we wanted to do solar PVs, but that comes at a significant cost. And I think I'll cover that in a different video. We decided not to go down the solar PV route as in for power for now.
Yeah.
However, very good point. We have installed a pipe that runs from the electrical room downstairs on the ground all the way up to the roof, so that in the future, when you want to put the PVs on the roof, you can just put it in and then run the cables down the pipe. So if you decide not to do certain things on day one, just make sure that make provision. Make provision, because the more we make provision, then it doesn't become a headache in the future. So you have a solar water tank on the roof, which we got from a company called Deep Solar in Ghana. Very good company, very good customer service, I must admit. And they came to survey the site as well, which was key. When you buy anything from any company in Ghana for construction purposes, it's good to try and ask them to survey the site, just to make sure that there's a good level of communication between them and the builder and anybody else they need to interface with. For example, the solar tank, they deliver the solar tank, but the plumber still needs to bring in the pipes to connect to it. So the plumber and the solar tank guys need to talk to each other. What size pipe do you want, and what fittings at the end of it? Is it compatible with what's on your tank? They need to have all these discussions to make sure that there's no delays or no misunderstandings. And the solar tank also has a standby electric heater as well. For the days when the sun is not very clear, or that you haven't got enough UV rays and the hot water is not hot enough.
Are there going to be days like that?
Occasionally.
Africa is.
Occasionally. Yeah. Then you turn on the standby electric heater. So you need a pipe to that electric heater and a switch downstairs so that you can heat your water. Tina's the way you always like your water so hot. there are some of those days where we will have to use that.
Well, not in Africa. You can't
not
have
too many.
very hot water. It has to be lukewarm.
Oh, lukewarm.
Okay,
Yes.
It just keeps sweating.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I used to bath with cold water in boarding school. Yeah. It's quite an experience. So, guys, there's more pictures coming up on your screen to show you the roof iron rod decking work. You can see all the iron rods interlaced together, and a brief video with that as well. The roof decking work, concrete work, is a significant piece of work. There's going to be about 8 inches worth of concrete and to be poured on the roof, and I will cover that in a separate video because that came with a number of challenges as well. So on the roof we need to make provision for a 750 litre water tank, a 250 litre solar hot water tank, provisions for PV, even though we're not installing them on day one, and also there was the issue of what type of concrete to use, because concrete roofs are notorious for leaking. So we found out that just in the nick of time. But please tune into the next video to find out how we overcame the challenge of our concrete secret roof and what you need to do if you decide to go down that route as well, because they are lovely to have.
Yeah.
So you can have a roof party or what have you.
Yeah.
You can
Looks good.
looks good. You can be on the roof, absorb the sun, what have you. So we love to have sort of that rooftop party, rooftop garden, what have you. But you need to really understand how to do it properly. Unless a few years down the line you're gonna find yourself in a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys have a concrete roof in when you're growing up in?
No.
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 Oh, right,
It's
okay.
just a normal ceiling.
Aluminium sheet sort of
Yeah,
thing.
kind of like
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, typically it's
there's something they call it.
aluminium roofing sheets.
Yeah, but it's more like it's not like that kind of kind of shiny one. It's not.
Yeah.
I don't know what they call that
Yeah.
one. It's kind of thick.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
I'm not too sure. Maybe it's alu zinc. In Ghana they call it alu zinc.
I don't know. They have different colors. Is it they not?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not too
what
sure.
they call it, yeah.
In Ghana, typically they just use typical roofing sheets. They may leave a little section of concrete for the water tank if it's on the roof, but typically everywhere else would
Like
be
the one that was at where we last time we went to Ghana, where we stayed.
Oh right, okay.
What's the name of that?
I think it's
Reggie Manuel, that kind of.
Oh yeah. Oh I see. Oh yeah, yes. That's the those are
That kind of
concrete roofing slates. They call it roofing slates.
Yes, those
roofing
ones.
slates. Oh,
yes,
okay, yeah, roofing slates. Okay, that's another way. In fact, that's probably very common as well. Roofing slates. Yeah, that's fine. But we chose to go for a concrete roof, a hidden roof, and I'll cover that more in the next video, which will be all about the concrete roof. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this very short video today. Please watch our other videos to bring it all together for a very good understanding as well. And I'll wrap up some of the cost details as well, together with the next video about the concrete roof, because that ties into this video as well. So as usual, thank you for watching. Kindly like, share, subscribe and hit the notification button so that you'll always be informed when Asher and Gad upload a new video onto their channel. So that's it from us, from you.
Yeah, guys, I just want to say that I just want to encourage all of you to do something that you haven't done before.
Yeah.
And that is, I mean, if you haven't done it before, or if you're not even thinking about it, that is to think home. And if you've never thought of building a property back home, when I mean back home, I mean Africa. At the end of the day, see, everybody that looks like you and I, we all belong to Africa, and Africa is our home.
Yeah.
Being here in the UK, I never imagined, I never even wanted to go back, because I felt quite comfortable. But with what is going on today, you realize that there's no comfort. It's either you're part of it or you're not. And if you're not part of it, you can't be here. And the only place we feel secure, we feel happy, we feel comfortable, we feel safe is back home. So for the sake of your life, your children, let's just think home.
Exactly.
And start doing something for ourselves, for our future, for our children, so that all these things don't end in the hands of the foreigners.
Yes,
okay?
Yes, our land.
So just think about it. And relocate.
Exactly. Exodus, as Bob Marley said. Movement of the people. That's right. Thank you very much, guys. So it's from you. Guys, take care and see you next time.